All right, guys, I just made it back from LA, but the A's are just playing terrible. They lost their fourth game in a row, their third in a row to the White Sox, and we officially lost this series now. It was a four-game series, so we lost the first three. And yeah, the A's, their offense was just so embarrassing tonight. I mean, they had 11 guys in scoring position that they stranded. They had bases loaded at times. They had guys at second and third with no outs. It was just embarrassing that we couldn't bring these guys in. This game was so winnable. And considering that we lost 3-2, that's one run that we needed to tie it, and those runs were very, viable. We could have gotten them. It's just annoying. Paul Blackburn was our starter. He's not a usual starter. I haven't heard that guy's name in a few years. But, he got a start on short notice. The A's rotation, obviously Chris Bassett having that injury last night, thank God he's okay, from what I'm hearing. We don't have a set date on, when he'll return, but I think that's kind of the least of our worries. We just have to figure out if he's actually okay. But Paul Blackburn, he did all right for such a short notice start. He had 3 strikeouts. He allowed all 3 runs, however, which, ultimately made us lose. So, yeah, let's get into this. And also, for the record, it just sucks, seeing Liam Hendricks close the game on us. I mean, our player that should still be on our team beating us. It's just metaphorically bad. It's just the A's ownership. I could talk about that for hours. But yeah, let's get into this. Eloy Jimenez got an RBI single, or a double actually, down the left field line. It was a pretty nice hit that brought in Hernandez, and that made it 1-0 White Sox. So yeah. Anyways, the White Sox would take before they would take the lead again, Seth Brown got a solo homer opposite field. He's pretty good at hitting solo homers. I'll give that to Seth Brown. It was 1-1. Good hit for Brownie. That was off Lance Lynn, and Lance Lynn was actually ejected in this game for some sort of substance. It was something kind of weird, but yeah. Luis Robert got his second RBI. And he got that off Sergio Romo. It made it 3-1. It was a single, and it was a slow roller, so able to bring that run in. It was 3-1 at that point. Just that was their final run. Starling Marte did get a sac fly. He's good. He's the reason why we're even in these games, really, because he's just really powerful on offense. I mean, sure, he didn't get a hit in this situation, but he was able to score in that run. Scored in Elvis Andrus, and it made it 3-2. And that eventually Liam Hendricks would get the 5-out save, and the A's lost. I'm just so frustrated, and thank God for the Kansas City Royals. The Kansas City Royals have beaten the Astros 3 times in a row, and the Astros are on a 4-game losing streak, just like us. I think it's just so funny that whenever the Astros lose, we lose. Whenever the A's win, the Astros win. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me how parallel these teams are in this situation, right? And it's keeping us in the race. Now, if we're actually going to retake this division, and the wild card race is getting tight too, we really need to win when the Astros lose. And it's just, that's the only way we're going to make the playoffs. And because we're 2.5 back of them, we need that to happen like 2 or 3 times, which it's not looking like it will, because the Astros just keep losing when we're losing, and we keep losing we keep winning when they're winning. So it's not beneficial, which is kind of annoying. Now, I'm happy because, it makes this loss not as important, but for the wild card, it does. And that's getting really close right now, too. So that's got to change. But, as for the A's, Chafin did good, bullpen-wise, but, our offense is just embarrassing at this point. And it's funny to think that 5 days ago we were on cloud 9, we had a week-long winning streak, and now we're on a 4-game losing streak. And if we're not able to beat the Rangers and the White Sox, say we do make the playoffs, how are we able to beat like these top-notch teams like the Yankees, like, I don't know, Red Sox, all these teams up there that, could soundly beat us? It's just not going to happen. So I'm not trying to be negative about it, but it's just the A's are playing badly, and it all goes back to, having a strong core, which they don't really have due to the ownership. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later, and yep, go A's.